Hello my students, how are you? Prep 1. Today we'll solve weekly assessment number 10. Group letter H, choose the correct answer. In the opposite figure, measure of angle A equal. Look at here, we have triangle, sum of interior angle in this triangle equal 180. Then the measure of angle A equal 180 subtract by sum of two angles 50 and 70, okay? Then I can write 180 subtract by 70 plus 80. The result will be 50. 150, 180 subtract by 150 equal 30 degree. 70 plus 50. Look at here, 70 plus 50 equal 120. The difference between them equals 60 degree, okay? And the measure of angle A equals 60 degree. Next question. He won't find the value of x equal here. We have two straight line parallel. Look at here. A straight line, this parallel straight line down, and we have transversal of them like this. This transversal cut of them 2 points. The first angle was 55, then the angle up it will be 59. We'll call it here alternate angle. They are alternate angle because two straight line parallel and the third cut of them. And now we have triangle, right angle triangle. The measure of this angle of the vertex was right. We can find the measure of angle x equal 180 subtract by 55 plus 90, okay? 55 and complementary angles here, 90 subtract by 55, or 180 subtract by 55 plus 90. 10 minus 5 is 5, 8 minus 5 is 3, then the answer will be 35 degree. Next example. We have two straight line parallel here, like this. Two straight lines, the first straight line and the second straight line. And the third cut of them here, this angle here was 50 degree. This angle will be 50. We have corresponding angles because two straight line here parallel and the third cut of them. We have gray like this, cut of them also. Then this angle was 120 degrees, so this angle will be 120 degree, also corresponding angles. This angle equality up 120. We can find the measure of angle x here, but find the difference between 120 and 50. The difference between them equals 70 degrees, then the measure of angle x will be 70 degree. Next question here, question number 2. Find is the opposite figure here. You want to find the measure of angle A. Look at here, we have 130 degree, then the measure of angle x and c equal 130 degree alternate angle. So we can raise a proof about this example here. First step, in triangle, we can write the name of triangle. We know in triangle CAM, measure of angle A, it's equivalent to sum of them, measure of angle C plus measure of angle M. Okay, we must know measure of angle C and measure of angle M to collect together and subtract from 180, okay? Measure of angle A equals the difference between sum of them. Then first step, we can find the measure of angle CMX here about alternating angle, such that we can write EF was parallel to PC, straight line PC, and XM transversal of them, straight line XM transversal of them. Then measure of angle, look at here, XMC, measure of angle XMC equal to measure of angle XM. We have 130 degree, we call it alternating angle. This angle will be 130, okay? 130 degrees. This angle 130, alternate angle. Then we have also M belonging to, such that M here was belonging to straight line XA. It's meaning the straight line here, measure of this angle of straight line equal 180. Belonging to XA, then measure of angle CME equal 180 subtract by 130 equal 50 degree. Then the measure of angle here, CMA equal 30 degree, equal 50 degree. Okay, that's difference between together. And also we can find the measure of angle MCA in the straight line DM, such that C was belonging to DM straight line. Then measure of angle MCA, it's equivalent to 180 subtract by 120 equivalent to 60 degree. Okay, 60 degree. Then in triangle CMA, in triangle CMA, then measure of angle A equivalent to 180 subtract sum of two angles 60 and 50. Okay, this angle A, we can find it by collect 60 and 50. Okay, the answer will be 70 degrees. Then the measure of angle A is 70 degree. Next question, number 3. The opposite figure, he wants to find the measure of angle X. Okay, we have two straight line intersect at one point, then measure of angle here 60 equivalent down 60 degree also. It's 60 and 60 degree. We called it a vertical opposite angle, and this angle was 70. We can find measure of angle X. X equal 180 subtract by 60 plus 70. Right, 180 subtract by 130, the difference between them equal 50 degree. Next question, the first group, second group, letter B. We have we have triangle here. We can find the measure of angle A by interior angles. Sum of interior angles in this triangle equal 180. In 180 subtract the sum of 40 and 20. 180 subtract by 120 plus 40. 180 subtract by 160 equivalent to 20 degree. Next question, we have alternate angle here. First step, we have two straight line parallel together like this, and the third cut of them at 2 points. The measure of this angle was 45 degrees. Then this angle will be 45 degree. Then we can find the measure of angle X equal 180 subtract by 45 plus 90, right, equal 180 subtract by 5 plus 0.5, 9 plus 4 equals 13. And the difference between them, it will be 45 degree. Okay, again we have 45, then the measure of angle X will be 45 degree. This question, he won't find the measure of angle X. Okay, we have two straight line parallel. Straight line. Its angle 90 degree and the angle down was 35. We have this angle here, we have X, and this angle was 80 degree. This angle 80, okay, 80 degree. This angle alternate. We have alternate angles, two straight line parallel, and the third cut of them. The measure of angle here 80, and this angle also will have 80 degree. 80 subtract by 35, we can find the difference to find the measure of angle here. Okay, because this angle 80, all this angle 80. Okay, 80 minus 35, we can find this down here. 10 minus 5 5, and 7 minus 3 4, it equal here 45 degree. Then we have isosceles triangle here. It's 45 and 90. Then the measure of angle here inside will be 45 degree. 90 plus 45 subtract the sum of them, subtract by 180 equal 45. Next question, number 2. We can find the measure of angle here. We can find measure of angle A. We have EF parallel to TB and XM transversal of them. The measure of angle XMC equal 140 degree. Okay, This angle was 130 degree, and I want to find measure of angle A here. We have M and F, and was angle 140 Fx M. Then we have 140, then the inside angles here complementary here, or supplementary, okay, supplementary. 100 subtract 140 equal 40 degree. Then the measure of angle here, it will be 40 also, corresponding angles. And we have 30, 130 subtract by 180, we can write 50 degree supplementary angles. Then you can find measure of angle A inside this triangle. Write 180 subtract by 50 plus 40 equal 180 subtract by 90 equal 90 degree. Okay, next question. He wants to find measure of angle X in this triangle. We have a triangle up, and inside it triangle, the sum of interior angle equal 180. Okay, so two angles down will be sum of them equal 40 degree, like this. We have 140, we have X and Y, or put here K and L. Okay, and we have X up, and this angle was 40 and here 35. We can find the measure of angle X here. How? We have 140, then K plus L equal, in this triangle we can add K plus L subtract from 140. Right, 100 subtract by 140 equal 40 degree. Then the sum of two angles L and K equal 40 degree. So in the biggest triangle, the sum of all angle X plus this angle and this angle, sum of them equal 180. Then the measure of angle X equal 180 subtract by 40 plus L plus K plus 35. We know L plus K was 40 degree. Cancel here and write 40. Then write 180 subtract by 40 plus 35. 180 subtract by 40 plus 40, 80 plus 35. 5 plus 0, 5, 8 plus 3 equal 11. 10 minus 5, 5, 7 minus 1, 6. Then the answer will be 65 degree. Next question, group C. First question. In the opposite figure, measure of angle A, we can find it. We can write 180 subtract by sum of two angles 40 plus 90. Write 180 subtract by 0 plus 0, 0, 9 plus 4 equal 13. Then the answer will be 50 degree. Next question, number 2. He wants to find measure of angle X. Okay. We have first corresponding angles about 50 and down. They have two transversal. In this example, first transversal cut two parallel. The angle here was 50 and it will be 50 degree. This angle was X and was angle up 120. Then this angle will be 120 degree. The measure of angle X equal 120 subtract by 50. The result will be 70 degree. Next example, we have triangle, sum of interior angle equal 180. You want to find the value of X or the measure of angle X. Okay, first this triangle parallel, we have two side parallel. This has angle 40. Then angle Y will be 40 degree. Y will be 40 degree alternate angles. You have a 50 and 2x. You can write 2x equal 180 from this triangle. 100 subtract by sum of interior angle 50 plus 40. 50 plus 40, 90. 90 subtract 180 equal 90. Then 2x equal 90. Then the measure of angle X equal 45 degree. Next question. Number 2, in the opposite figure, you want to find measure of angle A down here. Okay, measure of angle A, we can write first 110. It's angle 110 here. Then the supplementary angle will be 70 degree here. And second, we have straight line parallel to up about straight line. They are parallel. This 70, this angle will be 70 degree. We call it corresponding angle, 70 and 70. And then we have also angle outside 140 and supplementary angles of 140 equal 40 degrees. This angle 40. Then we can find measure of angle A equal 180 subtracted by 40 plus 70. 180 subtracted by 110. The answer will be 70 degree. Okay, the answer here will be 70 degree. Next question. Number 3, he want to find measure of angle X. We have alternate angles first, like this, a straight line here, and we have cut of them about this, is cut of them, but two parallels, this angle 60 degree, so the measure of angle here, it will be 60. We can find also vertical opposite angle. We have 50 degrees, this angle will be 50, and I will find the measure of angle X equal 180 subtracted by 50 plus 60 equal 180 subtracted by 6 plus 5 11. The result will be 70 degree. Okay, so that's the question about this month. Okay, goodbye.